So for doing these videos, I just want to make sure, actually I had a good question, what speakers are in the cabinets? And to be quite honest, I don't really know. I kind of know the bottom one, pretty sure what it has, but I've never taken the back cover off the top cab, so I'll check them real fast. Another thing I'm going to do is just check the resistance to make sure I'm playing on the right ohms. So the top cab here is a AVT 412. 8 ohm, and it is 8 ohm. And the bottom cab is a 8412 lead 4x12 and also 8 ohm. But it's been converted to split the speakers, so the top input is the top two and bottoms are bottom two. So helps with, yeah, if you have a stereo amp or more. So if you have two people playing, one person can have the top two, other person at the bottom two, and you mic them, mic the top, mic the bottom, so you still get your two PAs. You don't have to carry on one 4x12 cabinet. Just have a cable plugged in and touch one lead to the ground sleeve and then one to the tip. I got about 8.9 ohms. That was a little high resistance. So this is for the bottom two speakers, and this plug-in is for the top two. And that's around 10. It was lower before. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Or no, it's about 10 ohms. It's on the cable maybe. Yeah, so 8 ohms. So anyway, that's how you check your ohms. Just plug a speaker in or a cable into it, the outlet, and use your meter on ohms. This was just 200, so you get down to your lower ohms. So they're all basically 8 ohms, so there's no 16 or 4 that I don't realize that could kind of damage your amplifier if you have an amp that runs supposed to run at 8 and you run at 4. It kind of doubles its output. It could kind of overheat it and cook it a little bit. So here that must have been glue on the top and kind of wrecked the frame. Oh yeah, it's still sticky. So I'm assuming it's all original. I thought this amp for sure would be all messed up because it's so worn out. The bolt heads. It was from a town on that kind of seashore, and it got a bit rusty. But it looks to be very clean and factory, and it's loaded with Celestion G12 412 AVT, so designed for the amp, for the cabinet. So I'll look those up and see what watts they are. Oh, here we are. 8 ohm 21K 50, so I'm assuming it's a 50 watt, which makes sense to do a 200 watt cabinet then. So good shape, very clean. I screwed this up, but I'll just glue that back in, and then put the back on. It'll probably never come off again. That'll be about it. One thing I did notice when I recorded though, for a while I was recording off this speaker just about all the time, and then I decided to try this speaker and it sounded better, like when I put a microphone there. So this speaker could be a bit of a dud or have some problems, I'm not sure, but anyway, it is working. So I'll just kind of make sure I try all the speakers when I record, but just want to make sure I know what's in there. So now that I know that it's all the same and all 50 watts, you know, I was worried there could be like a 30 watt in there or something like that could lower the wattage and maybe blow with a high wattage head. So I'll put it back together and that should be good. This cab looks like it has a bit of a mix. Red coat 16 ohm, PV Sheffield, a red coat 16 ohm, and a PV Blue Marble. And then the top lead comes from the jack only to these two speakers. So two 16 ohm speakers, and they're connected in parallel. And then bottom to the other two 16 ohms in parallel, so it gets cut in half, so that's like your 8 ohms. Here you go, so now got them side by side. I put the Randall with the cabinet with a bit heavier speakers in it, with the red coats and all that stuff, and then the Fender. They're both 150 watt, but that Randall must be higher than that. It's insanely loud. And I put the Fender with the straight up 200 watt cabinet, so should work out. I'm trying like that for a while, but now you can see the Fender, the controls. This is down on a half stack, and then now that we can play on both, you know, a little modeling or kind of a more programmable amp, or your straight up kind of high gain amp.